Hello, Governor. Welcome to IMHO.
In my homosexual opinion,
I'm Darby Babs.
and I'm Alexis P. Bevels. The P stands for planetary.
I'm sorry.
JV's doing a cardboard box.
She loves to cut. Yeah, she likes to tear up cardboard boxes, and I threw it, but she keeps bringing it back in the room.
No, it's our fault. We're interrupting her arts and crafts.
I know, that's on us. Can I hide it?
We'll give it to you back in a second, okay, baby?
Oh, look, I'm like taking her toy. She does have real toys, by the way. This isn't because like she's desperate to play.
No.
We're back, Babs.
We're back, babes, for another episode of RuPaul's Drag Race UK Series 3.
It's definitely a number.
It's definitely a number, and we're going to outer space, babes.
Oh,
we can't
Babs.
We can't even stop to tell you about anything because we have to.
She found another box. I'm sorry. JB!
If you give a mouse a muffin, if you give a moose
muffin.
a muffin,
If you give a mouse a muffin,
if
it'll
you give a dog a box,
suffocate. Before we move on across the sea, across the pond,
Yeah.
we do need to talk about another way that we're able to get across the pond, and that is thanks to our sponsor, Surfshark.
Yes,
Oh
you
my
can
God.
surf right across that pond on the back of a shark with Surfshark.
Is that why it's named Surfshark?
Yeah, that's how surfing was invented, actually.
People looking for privacy.
Yes, because the sharks were so scary that people would, get out of the way and whatever. But now we have Surfshark.
Yeah, now
to do the digital
I mean, you may
surfing.
still lose a limb in a shark accident. Like, we can't guarantee that. But,
Yeah.
what you won't lose is your privacy. I've been a VPN customer for a very long time, for years.
VPN VIP, some would say.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they can't say because they don't know who I am, because that's the beauty of a VPN. But you signed up. This is your first time.
Well, should I not be telling them that?
Oh, no, I've already released your personal information to
Oh,
Surfshark.
good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
How do you feel?
Love it.
You feel safe?
I feel, like a weighted, like it's the weighted blanket of the internet.
Yes. Because weighted blankets, you know what they protect you from? Cyber
Sharks.
criminals. Have you changed your location?
Oh my God,
to
yes.
across the
I
seas?
love
across the
going
ponds?
to UK because they have our favorite show, RuPaul's Drag Race,
Yeah.
straight up on there, and I don't have to wait.
You know my favorite thing about it is, though?
Tell me.
As of this past week, it was this. I don't know, it may have changed. But currently on the Netflix, the UK Netflix, thank you, Surfshark, Denali is the little
Oh my
picture.
God, she is!
Isn't that sweet?
We love our
That's
Denali.
so fun. So,
but
like,
not as much as we love. Say it with me.
oh,
Surfshark.
If you would like to try Surfshark, you can too. Use code IMHO at checkout or use the link below in the description box.
Yes, and you can get 83% off and 4 months free.
Okay, last time-
Because I did it, it was only
Oh yeah, you only got 3 months.
3 months. So now I have to change my whole. I had to get a new computer. I'm gonna have to get a new computer.
Right.
I'm gonna have to get a new email so they can't know.
Get a Chromebook. Those are really good for doing emails and only emails.
You know what? I had a Chromebook, but I broke it because I used it as my charcuterie board. But you know what you can't. You know what you could use it for with Surfshark?
What?
A surf charcuterie board.
They do have a plethora of supported systems, and phone and laptop and system. So make sure you check that out. Thank you so much, Surfshark.
Honey Jaws? Surfshark?
The Little Mermaid, she changed herself for a man. Surfshark changes my location so I can.
Forget Nemo. Let's go find Surfshark.
So I was really excited about this episode because we're getting down to the end, and I love feel happy episodes, right? I love where they're all
Oh,
just
yeah.
kind of like, you know.
Yeah, they're kind of doing victory lap. Like they're all,
Yes.
and the judges are all nice.
And I'm not usually for a filler episode. Usually those get on my nerves. But I think it's because I don't like filler episodes early on in the season or mid-season. End season where we just get to see the ladies have fun and see the judges enjoy them. The first half of the episode was long, I'll be honest with you. But once we started into the runways and everything else, it was fun.
It was long, but I did have a lot of fun when Kitty
I did
Scott
too.
Claus did her casting agency.
Oh,
And she
yes.
did the auditions and she rated them.
Oh.
That was fun.
Okay, I'm sorry. Before we start, though, how is everything fine?
Oh, you mean what I forgot the last 2 or 3 episodes?
And people keep commenting
But
which
they miss it. that
I
they
don't know.
love it.
I don't
'cause
think
it's-
that's what they're saying exactly, but
Well,
that's an interpretation.
No, you're right. You're right. No, let's do it. Let's do one at the beginning and bookend at the end.
Okay.
We'll do bookends.
Ooh, so we'll say, like, how are we feeling right now, and then see if it changes.
Okay, Darby.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
You okay?
Neutral vibes. I'm very neutral. I'm in the center lane. Do they have central lanes? Do they have central?
Well, yeah, but they drive
Switzerland?
back. But they drive the other way,
They
so
drive
it's on the
backwards.
outside.
Oh, right. Alexis, UK.
Yeah, I'm alright, babes.
Oh, that's so good to
I
hear.
did. I made some holiday plans. I made some Christmas plans.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna be seeing my family.
No, okay. So I love it. I love that you think you're going to do that. Did you clear it with
HR?
IMHR?
IMHO.
Did you clear it?
I did. I texted our boss and I said,
Who's our boss?
well, I texted the number in the pamphlet. And I said, is it okay if I
That's
go?
on me.
Is it okay if I
didn't
go
change
to
that number.
December 25th through the 29th? My boss said, yeah, I'm actually going to be gone too.
Okay, I have to confess to you that was my number. I am the boss. That's why I'm so mean to you. Because
What?
That's how you. Okay, pro tip to all the people wanting to become girl bosses: be mean.
Where are you going?
We're going because we're getting married at the beginning of December. I don't know
Oh
if
my
you heard.
God, you're always
And
talking
then
about this
we're
getting married.
okay. You want a free meal?
Huh?
And then we're going to his family's. Like we're all gonna spend time up in the.
Oh, in the Cape.
In the Philadelphia, yeah. In the Cape of Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna Rocky because you know what? We're so excited to get married. We just want to run up the steps and go.
Union.
We did it and Union. Yeah.
Yeah.
We also will have that moment.
Well, people don't remember that in the first Rocky, he actually did fight Sally Field and she beat the shit out of him.
Because she can fly. She is a flying nun.
And how many did Stallone win? None. Have you ever seen that movie Daylight with Sylvester Stallone?
Mm-mm.
You know how I love Speed, right?
Okay.
You've never seen Twister.
Okay.
But it's the same. It's like kind of disaster movie. Daylight, starring Sly Stallone, takes place in one of the tunnels.
What year?
I'm going to say 95, 96, 97, somewhere in there.
I have a comment. Keep going.
Yeah, I love a mid-90s action. Is that what your comment was?
I literally just started a new podcast that is all about exactly what you're talking about. But
Will
go
you
ahead.
give me the podcast?
Yes, but go ahead. You tell me.
Sly Stallone in a tunnel going out of New York,
I hate that.
But-
I hate to leave.
but terrorists or someone blow the tunnel up and close it on both ends. And then
9/11.
slowly water fills.
Is it
So
9/11?
they have to escape the water.
JB.
It's chill time.
I think it's because she has a sock on her foot and she's mad about
She's
it.
mad
So she's
about it,
trying
so
to.
she's acting
Yeah,
all
I'm sorry.
ornery.
Anyway, drown in a tunnel.
Anyway, drown in a tunnel.
So
and
it's like
really
Diana
good.
underwater. So you brought up Alexander
Petrovsky?
Stallone. Wait, what's his name? Sylvester.
Sylvester Stallone. Yeah. Petrovsky.
Alexander is his brother. There's this new podcast that I literally started listening to as I was getting ready, like as I started to put on my makeup. It's called Haleyville. I don't know. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I heard about this.
Okay.
Wait.
It's
what?
Bruce Willis, when he was like right before Die Hard, right as he started with moonlighting, Sybil Shepherd from Memphis. He didn't like the limelight. He didn't like the stardom. So he moved to a tiny town in Idaho called Haley. And then he kind of started buying up the town. Like he and Demi Moore, they were doing great things for the town. They were giving money and stuff, but they wanted to be left alone completely.
And that sounds like heaven.
He wants to be seen, but not approached. And I think it might have been what he would have gotten, but in his effort to get that, he's a complete monster asshole.
Oh.
It's such a good podcast because it goes
I
deep
wanna
into
listen
like
now.
that part of his life, how he became a star. I'm loving it because it's got everything, right? It's got Demi Moore pre-Ashton Kutcher, because I think Ashton Kutcher was in utero at that time. And then we have Bruce Willis. Are you kidding? Die Hard Bruce Willis. Walking
your
Barefoot
favorite
Through
Christmas
Glass.
movie?
My favorite Christmas movie. Oh, Cowboys. Small town cowboys. And then my favorite thing. Sorry, spoiler. This family that helped develop this very tiny town in Idaho.
Haley Joel Osment?
Mm-hmm. They had the Haley Joel Osment mansion, right? And it's like an old historical mansion in downtown Haley, Joel Osment. And Bruce Willis bought it. Do you know why? I'll tell you. For Demi Moore's porcelain doll collection. He bought a
Now,
mansion.
wait a minute.
He bought a mansion. He bought a dollhouse that was an actual house, and they filled it with 2,000 porcelain dolls. It's got to be haunted. 2,000 porcelain dolls?
Now,
You have to
wait a
at least one of
minute.
them. One of them is gonna Chucky and get the fuck out of there.
I have a couple of different...
I don't know why she's being so aggressive right now. I'm really sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry.
I have a couple different things that I need to bring to light. When I was little, there was this place that looked like a dollhouse, and it served like tea, and it served like a blueberry tea.
Oh, it served like the tea?
Tea. Not that tea, but tea. And then in the backyard, there was a littler dollhouse that was a playhouse for kids, and I would like sneak away and go in there. But I couldn't let my parents know, because they would know I was
because it's for girls.
Because it's for girls.
Oh, she's laying down.
Don't say her name. It'll call her.
Literally for the last 17 minutes.
Yeah, we are prisoners in our home.
Our home? When'd you start paying rent?
You don't know what I've been through.
True. So true.
Okay,
anyway, I'm sorry.
Speaking of what these girls have been through,
yeah.
let's talk about these fucking... What is that?
Yeah. It's a beer.
But I poured you a glass of wine.
I know, but I opened this before you got here. So this is my favorite from Bell's. It's called No Yeah. Because like in the Midwest, we say no, yeah. If we mean yes, you know? Or oh.
Well, yeah, like you said, not a lot happened this episode. I do want to say, I don't know if we gave enough props to Vanity's lip sync in the last episode. It really was...
we were very distracted by losing Scarlet Harlot.
It really was one of the best. It kind of, I mean...
Okay.
It really was one of the best.
Can we say this? This season, this series, I apologize, yeah.
Well...
Of UK, this is the first season I think we've actually had lip syncs that we give a fuck about.
Exactly. Remember
Not to
in the
insult
earlier
the past,
seasons we were like, but they don't lip sync that much. They don't.
Because they're singing.
Because they do other things.
They do recite, and they have to recite the pledge to the Queen. I pledge allegiance to the old hag.
With the corgis and the...
Land Rover.
To the... What are they? A republic? What are they? A monarchy? To the monarchy.
Well, no, I mean, they're not really a monarchy.
A monarchy.
A monarchy. I hope they never get rid of it. You know how sad it would be?
I think they should do it here.
Agreed. Ooh, okay, who would be the American royal family?
Us.
No, that's a mistake. I would just say, like, from my own personal experience, I don't need to be in any form of power.
Who is it, or who do I think it should be?
Both. Okay.
Because I think right now it's probably like the Kardashians.
Right.
But I think who it should be is like the Duggars. I'm just kidding.
You know, like, he got into big trouble because of, like...
What?
Bad. One of them. There's like 1,000 of them, but one of them, not good.
That's the only
one bad
family
egg.
I know.
Not good.
Wait, who would you think?
Thank you for asking. I think it would be the Kardashians. I'm sorry, that's a really good answer.
Yeah. Wait.
But I think it should be Ted Cruz and family.
Wait, can I tell you
because they're so well traveled. They come back and forth from Mexico.
Remember the show I recommended, The Shrink Next Door?
Yes, I listened to the podcast.
You listened to the podcast. Did you start watching it?
No.
First episode, it says 2010, and they're at a pool party in the Hamptons. And guess who's at the pool party?
Luann.
Lisa Rinna. Guess who doesn't? But the beauty is, she looks the exact same because her hair is timeless.
I'm so happy for her. She deserves all...
No. She's a monster. We hate her now.
What?
She's a monster this last season.
I could never hate her. I think that's asking a lot from me.
There's not a lot that happened in the beginning part. Let's just go straight to the runways. Then we can talk about the movie.
Yeah. Oh, before we get into the runways, trauma talk. This did kind of hit home, and it also hit my groin.
Trauma talk with touchy.
Touchy. Trauma the talk.
Hopefully we know now after this pandemic. Well,
I think no, you're right.
No, you're right.
I appreciated that they were giving the conversation of, like, in drag, a lot of people have thought that you give permission for people to touch you because, like, you're entertainment, which is, like, insane. We've all had those experiences. You've had experiences with people, like, grabbing you and touching you, and not your Uber drivers. I mean, like, actual people at the show.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to work at Bar Redacted, so if you want to talk about a crowd of people who don't give a fuck about a drag queen, literally someone ripped my wig off while I was on stage.
Girl.
I've had people grab me.
I've never had wig off. I've had grab. They see this, they think, oh, a toy or whatever.
District attorney. Can I play district attorney for a second?
Mm-hmm.
After the Me Too movement, I think something that changed a lot in gay bars is gay men touching women.
I think that shit still happens.
I'm not saying it's over. Whatsoever.
Yeah.
I think that also can apply to some cis male drag queens, and I'm happy to see that is also changing. It's just something I just want everyone to be aware of.
I thought you were going to say drag queens who, shove guys in their titties and rub around or like get on tables and stuff.
No, that's fine.
No, my opinion is
IMHO approved.
No.
Yeah, just in general, keep your hands to yourself. Okay.
And that's not even talking about COVID.
Ooh.
Because now we have
Because now, you can't cough on people anymore. It used to be, do you remember those old days?
Oh my God, remember we used to have a coughing booth instead of a kissing booth? Mm-hmm. And people would pay 2 tickets to just let us cough in their mouth. And it was so sweet.
Well, because we were sharing herd immunity. You've heard of it? Herd.
I have. You heard.
Okay, really quickly, herd with Pert. So that people can see it, because we're explaining it to them, but they need to see it, okay? Yeah. So you're a hot guy at a bar.
Okay, I'm aware.
Oh.
Why did you laugh so hard at that? You fucking bitch.
I'm the drag queen that wants to put you in my giant titties. Because obviously, look at these. They're from outer space.
Don't really do it, though.
No, I know, of course. Hi, big fella. Do I have your permission to put your head in my giant tits?
Oh, God.
Wait, I need an actual, yes or no.
Oh, okay.
Because that could be interpreted either way. What is it, sir?
Baba Ganga, let me get in there.
Okay, again, I appreciate that. That's very colorful. And you'd be great on a sitcom. Oh. But can you tell me, like in a yes or no fashion?
You need a yes or no answer.
Yeah, that would be great.
I got it. Okay. I'm so sorry. I wasn't aware.
Yeah.
Okay. Will you do it again?
Yeah, so titties, big titties, your head.
I would sure like to do that.
Okay, if you start doing accents, it's really just you're gonna lose me.
Okay.
How about you know what? I'll get you next time.
Oh.
And that's how you do it. Yeah.
Also, guest judge Russell Tovey. So his whole thing is he's gay in real life.
Oh, don't put it in my face.
But he was in Looking, which was hot, and
Did they find anything?
And he's in a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, they found butts.
Do you see Kim Cattrall, who refused to do Sex and the City, is now doing Queer as Folk?
It makes me sad for Queer as Folk because I don't know that it's gonna. I don't know that.
Who cares? Oh, it's gonna be great.
But did you hear what they're doing with her though? And just like that, the new Sex and the City. Did you hear what they're doing about Samantha, the character?
No.
They are going to say that Carrie fired her as her PR person and Samantha got pissed and refuses to be friends. So they're leaving it open for next season if she wants to come back.
That is kind of also like a fuck you. She got her butt hurt and so she stormed away.
It's kind of a backhanded fuck you because it's you can come back whenever you want.
It's a double-handed fuck you, but I'm into it.
I'm into it too. Did you see the trailer? Are you a Sex and the City?
I watched most of the series, but it's been very it was back in a time when you'd have to rent the DVDs from Hollywood Video or Blockbuster Video, depending on if you had money or not.
And so your parents wouldn't know.
Yes.
That was me with Queer as Folk. Me and my friend Joel, hi Joel, we would rent the VHSs and watch them quietly in the middle of the night, 1 ear out the room, so that.
Yeah.
In case they came. You kids will never understand what it's like to watch Queer as Folk on VHS in the middle of the night with the volume turned down. You could barely hear it. Okay. And they didn't have subtitles back then. They simply didn't.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I say okay all the time. I'm sorry. I should say UK. That is one thing that even if you do live in a very conservative place, you may be a Duggar and then I don't know if you have internet, but if you have internet, you have access to gay people. In our time, we just didn't see gay people. Or I remember when Will and Grace premiered and I was so excited, but of course we couldn't watch that in my house. So it would be the same thing where I'd have to go and run and watch a TV really quiet in another room and seeing a gay person on TV.
Priceless.
Well,
what is that? What is that?
Put a price on
MasterCard?
it. Yeah.
Oranges, 50 cents. Back then they were 50 cents.
Yeah, they were very cheap back then.
Apples, 25 cents.
Oranges were very
Seeing gay people on TV. Priceless.
MasterCard. Pay your bill. You're late.
One more thing about Russell Tovey. He's in a movie where he's a serial killer and he's hot as fuck.
Oh, I love that.
You vibes. And it's British, BBC.
Oh, I'd love that. What's it called?
Yeah. I'll have to remind myself what it's called and tell you about it.
Okay, I'm down. I'd watch it. This was one of my least favorite RuPaul looks.
She was going for space.
It looked like a unconventional materials challenge.
Yeah. It does look very much draped a skirt underneath a corset.
Yeah, I wonder if whatever was supposed to be on the bottom fell apart or got sucked up into space. Maybe she ordered it from Mars and it just didn't get here in time.
Yeah, maybe.
Because maybe.
Scene stealers was the prompt.
Mm-hmm.
Mama, our first queen, stole the scene.
She stole that
Crystal
scene.
Versace in this Cruella vibe.
So good.
Really, really beautiful.
One thing that I noticed on this episode that now I reflect upon, her eye makeup is usually like a green. She doesn't really match, quote unquote, her eye makeup to her look. And I like it. It really accentuates her green ass. I guess it's for her eyes, maybe?
Oh, yeah. If you have green eyes. I've never, as someone who's
eyes?
never had green eyes, I don't know what that means.
What color eyes are you?
Blue.
Are they?
Yeah, you can't.
Hang on. I gotta do like your optometrist.
Stop!
They're blue-green. There's definitely
Well,
a green
there's
tint.
green right here. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to tell you that we film in front of a green screen.
Thank you. She looks perfect.
She looks...
No notes.
No notes. And we really haven't seen this yet from her.
Yeah, yes.
We've always seen... I mean, it's still body conscious. We've seen her silhouette. But it's different.
I do wish, because she has shown a lot of personality in these dumb challenges, I do wish I'd seen a little bit of campiness on the runway. Like, I wish she'd come out like this and we could not handle how
And then
stunning
she took out her dog
is.
and she butchered it live.
Yeah, or like she unrolls the fur and it's like an actual dead dog. Don't look at me like that. I didn't do it.
I love a day in an Oompa Loompa look.
I loved this.
Loved it. So funny. And yeah. I would say it's a little crinkly, the bodysuit by her boobs, but I don't care.
That's exactly
because
what
we
I
haven't
was
seen this from her yet. Like this kind of whimsy.
Yes.
Whimsy.
Yes, but like Michelle
I love
said,
the white
it's
eyebrows.
going to be a lot of little nitpicky stuff. And I will say, if you're going to show that much skin, it can get a little iffy. It looks a little wrinkly. I also, why am I being so mean?
Because they weren't being mean this episode. They were being nice.
Yeah, so we got to bring it. Ella has shown us a few times, I think, this season, where she wears eyelashes and they droop down because she's
trying to place them on her actual lash line.
Yeah, that drives me bonkers. And it happens. Maybe it's just not something that matters to her.
So she's not invited to your wedding, is what you're saying.
She can't wear lashes to my wedding. She can be shirtless.
If she did come, it would be one hell of a wedding. Nah, you're right. Oh, our sweet Vanity Milan. Another orange look, but a Babs inspired. Not top 4 look for me, but adorable. I agree with what is her name? Michelle said.
I believe it's
Vershelle. Vershelle. Good. Vershelle Minaj. I agree with what she said. But I like that she was nice.
Overall, enjoyed the concept. I thought was really funny. I love the movie Babs, obviously. You know the other Bab died.
No.
Yeah. She was in the Brandy Whitney Houston Cinderella. She was the stepsister.
Oh, I love her.
She was the other Bab. She died like a couple years ago, maybe.
That's sad.
Isn't that so sad?
By the way, look at Michelle.
I appreciate it. I do think it's just something we're seeing from her often is, again, she's a new queen and she's just kind of getting into her groove. I would have loved to see pants instead of a skirt if you watch Babs. It's like the orange look, the iconic orange look.
Babs.
Did you not have VH1 growing up?
Last but certainly not. Oh, Kitty Scott Claus and her take on Titanic.
So cute.
So cute.
I loved it.
Adorable. Told the story on the stage. The reveal for no reason.
It wasn't a reveal even. It was just ripping off the end of her skirt. Loved it. There was no reason for it. It was hilarious.
She's so
good, and then she dropped...
Adorable.
She dropped the necklace.
She dropped that heart of the ocean.
Okay, when I saw it, I was in 7th grade, so I was an idiot. And I was still grieving the loss of Diana. I was in a really weird place. So when she dropped the heart
it was Diana's necklace?
Yeah, it was... Actually, it was a sapphire, which is her ring. But no, she died the same year. We got the Titanic back. We lost
She
Diana.
never saw Titanic?
No.
That's sad.
It's super sad. But dropping the necklace when I was in 7th grade, I was like, oh, so romantic. Now, as someone who just wants to be happy, I was like, what? Give it to someone in need. There are so many homeless people, you old bitch.
Oh my god.
I just thought that was so fucked up. I mean, if you're like, I need to let go of this, if I want this heart to go on, right? I'm gonna have this heart go on. I'm gonna actually put it to work so it actually helps someone else with their heart. What if there's somebody who can't afford a transplant? Or just there's so many people who need to be into like rehabilitation programs who can't afford it or feel like they're not ready for it. And you could use your funds to do that to help protect someone else's heart. I just think it's so selfish. You were so old.
I missed that time. Anyway, Kitty looked great.
Oh yeah, she looked great. I loved it.
Let's talk about the video.
Okay.
Did you think it was good? Did you think it was funny? Do you think it was one of the best ever?
I thought it was fine.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
They kept saying that though. They kept saying
people on Twitter kept saying this was the best and funniest.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the case.
I think we're on it. Okay, the theme of this episode is we're older than everyone.
Yeah.
And I think we're just like tired. So we can't see when things are good.
Okay, the reason I think that undeniably, this is just a fact. The writing on all of the skits are always terrible. So it's not good, but...
They did a great job.
But I get how, like, because I did enjoy watching it because it was the top 4. It was small, and it was all people we care about.
And everyone was being positive.
And we were just cheering them on. Yeah. For that reason, I could see why people enjoyed it.
Can I say a line if I wanted to... I wrote down for earlier...
I found my nipples.
Crystal Versace hasn't had a dick, but has had dyslexia.
I was a special ed teacher, and did you know that when I was a teacher, it may have changed. The dyslexia was not recognized by the state of Illinois. Like, you couldn't write a 504 plan for someone with dyslexia, like a plan to how can we help them throughout class. Isn't that fucked up?
That's fucked up. You know what else is fucked up? I just learned?
Tom Cruise, dyslexic. Scientology. Are they linked?
You know what else I learned?
What?
That's fucked up? Doctors don't have to learn about menopause.
Let's start with Crystal. We've already brought her up. She was RTC2.
She was the She-3PO.
She-3CPO.
Which is a classically gay character.
She looked great.
Looked beautiful.
Her dumb little character I adored.
Yeah. She didn't want it because she thought it was going to be too on the nose. But that's okay if top 4.
Was great.
If you've made it top 4, she was great.
Yeah, I thought she was great, and I loved her. Like, oh,
you know what I will? Okay,
up the butt.
You know what I will applaud this mini movie for?
Okay.
I will applaud for their references because they had everything. They had Star Trek. They had Doctor Who. They had Star Wars. They had all of it, which was fun. You got to know your references.
Did they have Mars attacks? That seems like a missed opportunity.
Well, that was American. Classically American.
Mars is in space. It belongs to no country.
But they attacked America.
Oh, that's true. We have such beautiful landscapes.
Sarah Jessica Parker looked so cute as a head on a chihuahua. Remember that part?
Yes.
Hey, that's a costume for next... Okay, don't look at this. A costume for next year? You could be that, but just wear a green screen suit.
With a little puppy body?
Yeah.
That is kind of funny.
Okay, don't put that on.
I wouldn't have to do a nose contour. I feel so gorgeous. Let's do it.
Okay, and then I'll be
Jack Nicholson. Done.
Well, let's talk about Baby YOLO.
Yes. YOLO.
Vanity Milan, cool makeup, funny.
It's so hard to be the head, okay? Stop it. And I thought she did great.
Yeah, I thought she did great. Nobody was bad.
Yeah, you can't, I mean...
It was, I thought she did really good, and I thought she took direction well, and...
Yeah.
Let's do Elle of a Day.
Loved.
Yeah.
Loved.
Final product, good. They tried to do, like...
Same thing, though. She did have the eyelashes that went down.
See, I wasn't noticing that.
Pull them up, baby. Pull them up.
Pull those lashes up if you know
Kelly
what's
Lauren
good for you.
Was the person who, very kindly, in the basement of Berlin... Oh, it was for #face, Shea Coulee's old show. She, like, came up to me and was like, hey, so just, like, a little pro tip. Place the end of your eyelash above your eyelash line so that the lash goes upward so your eyes are drawn up. And that way you don't get that weird kind of framing. It was so nice, so kind, and for the last 10 years, she's tried to fuck Curtis. At first, it was kind of like a joke. I'd be like, no, stop. And she'd be like, no, I am. And I'd be like, oh my God, you're so silly. Now if she were to ask, I'd be like, please, we'll just take him for a week.
Oh, so she could be my date for the wedding?
No, she'd be so horny.
I do get a +1 though, right?
No.
Well, don't answer now. We'll talk about it. And then let's talk about the star of the show, Kitty Scott Claus. Just hilarious. Funny. There was even a reference in there to Gavin and Stacey that Russell caught.
Mm-hmm.
Hilarious. I mean, I love her.
Yeah, I'm obsessed.
She's a star.
She's a star. She's the star, as far as I'm concerned. I did enjoy...
I think she's my pick to win. I think
she's who I want to win. I think it's going to be Ella.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I think if they're going to do
I think Ruth's got a little boner for Ella.
Well, I think if they're going to do anything, it's going to go to Crystal.
Oh, really?
Because they have a huge boner for her.
I don't know. She was great, and I loved when the little alien popped out of her tummy.
Oh, that was from Alien.
And then she
petted
petted it.
Alien.
She petted it as like they were talking, like she kind of absent-mindedly. Because that's what I would do if something popped out of my stomach. Oh, okay. Can I say something so gross? Okay. I don't like belly buttons. I don't dislike them in that like I can't see them. I don't want you to touch mine, and I won't touch yours because I have this idea that if I touch it, my finger will go right through. Like I think like the gates of hell, it'll open. I saw a TikTok the other day, very young, and it was a person who could push his belly button out. Like Alien. He could push it out. I can't breathe.
Why are you talking about it then?
Because I gotta get it out of my mind. So...
Wait, so what's the end of that?
What?
You hate...
Yeah, it was gross.
Oh.
Okay, so then let's skip forward.
Okay, well this was kind of a shock. So they got all the fight for it. They say, Crystal, you're safe. Kind of a goop.
Kind of a goop.
And they say, Vanity, you're safe. And everyone backstage was thinking it was Crystal and Vanity for the lip sync. And then I was like, oh.
Were you?
Well, I did think.
Now that Drag Race has been doing a lot of winners lip syncing, I don't think it was the gag they were attempting it to be.
Yeah, so and then they revealed you're lip syncing for the win, which I honestly, besides the gag, I still loved because I think everyone's being so nice, cheery, and positive. You know, it takes the weight off.
It continued to play into the positivity of this episode.
Yeah.
And it was super fun to watch. And
wait, does that mean that next is the final or no?
No. So that's my one caveat, okay? I had a blast watching this episode. Yeah. And they both won, by the way. Congratulations. We'll be back next week for a repeat of this episode.
It'll be a roast. It'll be a roast, which you are very funny. You're very roasty.
It's my dream. It's my dream.
And
do a roast on television.
Oh, maybe you will, of course.
I hope one day I can do a roast at what is it called? No, it's not a roast. I want to do your eulogy. All right, any final thoughts, or can we wrap this up?
No, just, looking back on the very first episode.
Okay, so we reached the end of this episode. We started with the UK. Now we're ending.
Oh, we're going to bookend, but you got to ask me this time.
I have to ask you first, yes.
Yeah.
Alexis.
Oh, I didn't see it there, Darby. Yes.
GB. Sorry, that's part of the UK. I apologize. UK?
What's GB?
Great Britain.
Oh.
Isn't that England?
I think it's just Britain.
Well, what's Britain? Britney Spears, free.
Free! I'm okay.
Yeah.
Darby.
Mm-hmm.
UK.
Mm-hmm. I'm really good.
I wasn't ready for that.
I'm super duper good.
Oh, you know what? I am okay. Well, you know what? Tell you what.
Okay.
Next week, the 23rd
of November?
Tuesday, the 23rd of November.
Wow.
I am having a Alexis Bevels and Friends extra special bingo with special guest Darby. You're going to be there.
I am?
Yeah, you're going to be performing with me.
Okay.
And then that Saturday, the 27th,
we are having an IMHO, again, another IMHO the Show live, our second IMHO the Show live at Newport. This one is called IMHO's
presents a gay-ass advent calendar.
Gay-ass advent calendar.
Yes.
So we're going to teach you how to put your gay ass into a calendar. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that little subscribe button and that little bell notification so you get a notification every time we post a video.
Yes, and if you want to get more notifications about what we're up to, join us on Patreon at patreon.com/IMHOtheShow for exclusive content and never before seen footage.
Also, we are on Cameo if you would like a little fun message that we just do on our phones after we finish with drag and we're so tired, but we're at our funniest.
Yes, and if you want Cameo from both of us, we have a Cameo, IMHOtheShow.com, where you can find our merch and a link to our Cameo.
That'd be wonderful. Or at Babs.
Venmo?
Yeah, you can Venmo us too. We'll be there too. Or at Babs.
Never forget,
Space. Has the UK been to space? Probably not. Do they have astronauts? Do y'all have astronauts? What do they call them? Space captains.
I don't know.
All right, we'll do it later.